I've got to get out of here. I recognise that sound, and it sounds far too close for comfort. My God, I've got to get out of here. Go! Ah! Oh, God, my leg. Oh, I think my leg is broken. Oh my God. Oh no. Clever girl.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be taking you for a full tour of our Velociraptor enclosure. But before we do, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. So without further ado, let's take you for a full tour of the Speedy Thief's new habitat in the canyon.
Oh my. Oh!
So here we are at the front entrance of the raptor paddock. As you can see, we put in this lovely sign just to let the guests know what is the next enclosure. And we've also got a lovely silhouette of a velociraptor on it as well. So let's go in. Here we go. We go underneath this lovely stone archway. And as you can see, on either side of the path, we have these huge Velociraptor claws. Now, obviously, they weren't this big in real life, but we need something dramatic. After all, this is Velociraptor, a very famous dinosaur, so we want to make the front entrance very dramatic. And we've also put some lovely lights either side of these claws, so at night these will be glowing red, and it also makes this archway glow a nice red colour as well. So we'll show you that later when it goes a bit darker. So let's show you the enclosure. You can see that we've put in 2 fences just because we don't want anyone putting their fingers through. Here, imagine a child sticking their fingers through the fence, and the Velociraptor may view it as a tasty snack. Or even if one of the adults puts one of their arms through these bars here, the raptors, you might not get it back. So we've put this in here just so it keeps a nice distance from the guests and the raptors, just to make sure everybody is safe. So you can go left or you can go right. It all loops round. I think we'll go left, but before we do, let's just get ourselves some refreshments from the cafe area. You can see we've put in these lovely tables, put a nice little candle there just to add to the ambiance, and we've also got these lovely umbrellas just to give you a bit of shade. Get out of that desert sun while you're eating your food or your lunch or snacks or whatever you want to get. And then this is where you can order your food from the local cafe. And look at that, £1.50 for a sandwich and 50 pence for a muffin. That's an absolute bargain. You see, we have fantastic prices here at our park. Let's have a look at the menu. Black coffee, £2 for a large black coffee. See, absolute bargains here at our park. And round the corner we have the bathroom. So you can just sit down here, get yourself hydrated. I might have a drink myself. And then once you've had your fill, you can begin the tour of this enclosure. Now, I think we'll start off left. But before we do, let's just go into the enclosure a minute. You may have noticed, look at that, the bones of the Velociraptor's last victim. Look at that. Oh my god. Now, we've put this in just to make it a bit more dramatic and just something for the guests to look at. And we could even put food down here for the Velociraptors to feed off. I can't see any of them at the moment. We've got a pack of 6 Velociraptors in here. We have three males and 3 females, so they're all mating pairs. But at the moment, they might be inside the cave. The cave is down here. But, oh, what is that? You're not supposed to be up there. Oh my god, maybe one has escaped. See, they're good climbers. They may have climbed up the canyon and got out. Oh dear. You can see you can see him up there. Oh my god. How have you managed to get up there? Well, we'll come and get you in a minute. Let's begin the tour round here. But yes, we've designed this. We've got some inspiration from Prehistoric Planet. On Prehistoric Planet, you see the Velociraptors in that massive canyon, and they're just hunting pterosaurs, and they're incredibly agile and good climbers. So we've designed it a little bit off that. So here you can go underneath the this viewing platform, or you can go up top. It's up to you. And through the glass here you can just get a good view, take a seat on one of these benches and see the Velociraptors come up and eat. In fact, you know what, let me grab one so you can get an idea of what it would look like for the guests. Oh, oops. Let's put this one down. This is a male, and let's grab one of the females. Here we go. So a good spot here for the guests to get a good view. You can come right up to the glass. Look at that. Marvellous. And they may hang around here, the Velociraptors, because it's a good shaded area for them to sit down to have a rest. Look at that. Wow. Enjoying their dinner. And you can also go up top here and come up the stairs there and get on your binoculars, just in case they're not here. You get your binoculars and try and spot them in the vegetation. Oh, there's the male there running off now, and the female as well. Off they go into the scrub. Lovely. So let's continue the tour. So we go down these stairs and then we come up to this lovely toilet stop and the lift taking you up to the canyon trail. So the reason I put a lift in is because many of the exhibits and enclosures I've made before, I've always put in stairs to get to places, and I never thought, imagine if someone can't take the stairs, they're going to be stumped, aren't they? So we've made this lift that you can go in. But before you do, you might want to go to the top to the bathroom, or just take a seat here, get in the shade, and then you can go into the lift. Oh, wrong way. Up we go. Oh, a bit too fast. And then come out here, or you can take the stairs. And the stairs, you might get a good view here. Look at this, right by the river. It's carving its way through the enclosure. You can see the Velociraptors there, a female and a male, and a few in the distance over there as well. Lovely. Look at that. I must say, since they've done this new update, the vegetation looks so much more detailed, and we've also got a few new plants. I think this is a new one. This is one of my favourites. I like this one. Nice, bright, vibrant green. Very tropical plant as well. I like it. But yeah, the vegetation looks so much more detailed and more realistic since that new update. It looks gorgeous. And you can see there in the background the waterfall cascading down. Marvellous. We'll get to that in a bit when we cross this bridge. Lovely. So let's come up here, back to the canyon trail. Ooh, there we go. I'm trying to get to the... There we go, that's better. And you can get under the shade here just to get out of that sun and get a good view of the entire enclosure. Look at that. Got quite a lot of space, these velociraptors. They're only small dinosaurs. They've got all this area to roam. Where's that one? One was up here before. I can't see him now. Unless he's come back down. Hopefully. Anyway, let's continue on this tour through the canyon. And then you come to the cave. Now, before we go in, I have to make some adjustments, so just bear with me a second. Okay, let us enter the cave. Enter at your own risk. As you can see here, we have a lovely movie theatre for our guests to sit down. They can sit down on these benches here and watch a short little film about the Velociraptor on this massive widescreen TV. And they can learn some facts and get some information from this little film. And this will be triggered as they walk in through the front entrance or the back entrance, just by little sensors, so it's not playing all day. And now I've deliberately gone round this way so you didn't see it as we walked in, but over here we have... Dun dun dun! Look at that. We have a platform with these lovely statues on. They're not really statues, but you're just going to have to use your imagination. That's why I had to pause the game. These animals, I've just paused them and put them in place here, so it looks like they're statues. I did try to make a Velociraptor skeleton, but I was trying to squash the T-Rex skull to try and look like a Velociraptor's, and it just wasn't having it. Look at that. Wow. Look at his eyes. My God, beautiful designs on these animals. The team have done such a good job. Look at that. Look at the scales, the individual scales. Absolutely fantastic. And look, he's eyeing down the Protoceratops over here. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. But yes, I would like to see a few more models, some statues that we can put in our parks to decorate with, because at the moment all we have is 3 species. We have the T-Rex, we have the Edmontosaurus, and we have the mammoth. Look at this one. Wow. And this is a female. You can see the pattern is a little bit different there. A little bit more brown, whereas the male is very black and white. Beautiful. But yes, a few more statues wouldn't go amiss. But I thought I'd just put these in here just to show you what I was thinking of. I'd love it if we could have some statues to make it look like a hunt is taking place. And these animals would have hunted in real life as well. One of Velociraptor's favourite foods was the Protoceratops. In fact, there was a skeleton of both these animals found buried together. They both died at the same time. The Velociraptor had its claw, you can see the claws there, look at that, wedged into, I think it was the neck of the Protoceratops, and the Protoceratops had got the Velociraptor's arm in its beak. So the Protoceratops fought back against this predator, and they both died together. Absolutely incredible find. Very, very rare to find something like that, especially fossilized. Absolutely amazing. But yes, there you go, a nice little display there. And we have these screens here. I imagine these would be interactive, where children and adults as well can come up and click on this and learn different facts about both animals. But yeah, it's I really like that. And do you know what? Do you know what's even better? When you come in at night, when the sun goes down. Look at that. Put in these lights here, this big ring light, and these ones as well on the sides of the walls. Look at that. Wow. And I imagine these lights would change colour throughout the day, just to mix up the ambiance a little bit. A bit of a light show. Look at that when it turns green. Wow. Ooh, spooky. Very nice. Look at that. I do like that with the green. Ooh. Very good. I like that. Absolutely marvellous. So yes, I'll have to release these animals back into their enclosure now. I don't think I'll be putting this guy in with them because, yeah, I don't think he'll make it out alive. So I'll have to make a different exhibit for the Protoceratops. But you know what? The hunting animations will be coming soon, and it'll be really interesting to see these two battle it out. I can't wait to see what the team have done. It'll be really, really cool to see. A classic duo between these two foes battling in the desert. Be fantastic. Anyway, that is the cave. Let's bring it back to daytime. There we go. And let's continue with our tour. Okay, let's take you out onto this lovely viewing platform. You can see this lady is enjoying the view here very much. Absolutely stunned by the glorious, oh, went a bit too fast there, by the glorious view of this valley surrounded by the canyons. Marvellous. So you can get your binoculars here, get a good view, try and spot the Velociraptors running around their enclosure. We've tried to put meat in different areas just so they move around. We had the area where they got fed over here before, but we also have one here as well, just to get them to move about a bit. You can see one down here by the river. So put some food up here just to try and get them there. You might be able to spot them from the binoculars. And we have all these little trails as well where they can roam about. Lovely. So let's go back into the cave. She really is enjoying the view there. And it looks like these two gentlemen have been enjoying the movie that we had on for the Velociraptors. Look at them. They're like, when is it coming back on? We want to watch it again. And was someone around here? I thought there was someone here before. Oh no. Unless they've left. And then we come out of the cave and we come to this area where you can look over. And oh, you can see all the raptors there. Look at them. The whole pack. Wow. And we've got this lovely bridge. And we go over the river, and the river then cascades down into this rapid area, and this is to basically corner off the raptors' enclosure. They won't be able to get down here. Well, I hope they won't be able to get down here. This should put them off because they don't want to be swept down by this, these rapids. So you can cross over this bridge, get a nice view of the river, and then you come round the corner here to the Oasis Cafe, and this is where you can get some lovely food. You can see here we have this little shop area. Oh no, it's not a shop, I thought it was a shop. And we have a bush growing out of the wall. Oh dear, let me delete that. Yeah, so that needs to be changed. I want this to be a shop here, something where they can buy things from. Let me get shops up, let's have a look. There we go. so we can put in some nice shops, a nice shop that they can buy something nice from, a nice souvenir from the park, maybe sell some raptor claws and things like that. That's better. And then you can go in here. We don't want a cafe right next to another cafe. And here's your menu, where you can see there is nothing on yet. Let's go back to, there we go, that's better. So you can come in through this lovely hedge and take a seat in the Oasis Cafe, just overlooking the canyon. Lovely. And we have all these lovely flowers and plants, a nice little fountain, and you can sit inside or outside. You might want to sit inside because we'll have air conditioning inside, so you can go through these doors and then go inside. We haven't built the inside, we've just built the outside, but they have some lovely, beautiful, vibrant flowers here. And I love these tiles. They remind me of something from I don't know, like an Italian roof or something. But yeah, I like that theme there. It looks really nice in this canyon. It suits very well. So you can have something at the Oasis Cafe, and then once you've finished, oh, there's a raptor running on the rocks there. Once you've finished your meal, you can move on. So you can come out through this, through the hedges, and then we can cross another bridge. And here is where you can get a lovely selfie with the family, or maybe ask someone to take a photo of you from the other side and get this lovely waterfall in. So it's it falls down once into this big pool, and then it cascades into two waterfalls here. And this stops the raptors getting up here as well, unless they can climb up these bits, but these are quite steep, so I'm hoping this should contain them. And then the water just, you know, flows down here into the exhibit, round the corner, and then out that way. Lovely. So let's get back to where we was at the bridge. And as we cross over this bridge, we wind around this path, and we're coming close to the raptors' shelter soon. And we also gave them a pumpkin, a blood pumpkin over here. So they've got to climb up to get to it. Let's grab one of them. And I thought, while it's Halloween, you know, we'll give them a leftover pumpkin. Let's see if this, is this a female? I think, oh no, I think this is a male. Oh no, it's a female. Oh. Let's see if she takes interest in the blood oh no, she doesn't. No. She's got no interest at all. Let's grab one of these. Let's grab one of the males. See if he's interested at all. Oh dear, no he's not. I think they're struggling a little bit with the AI over getting over these rocks. Let's grab this guy and see if he's interested at all. Oh, yes. He's like, I'll have a bit of that, thank you. A little treat for them for Halloween. Nice pumpkin full of blood. My goodness. And they've got their feeding area over here as well. So let's get back to the path as we wind down here around the corner. We come to the cave. So we slope down here, but before we go in the cave, let's it's going very slow. Let's just go around the corner here. And here you can see we've got these screens just giving you some facts about the velociraptors, some signs with information. And you get a good view here because they might be eating from the pumpkin or from this meat that we've left for them. And over here you can get a sneak peek inside the cave. One is in the cave right now, and one has just come in as well. My goodness, we've come at a great time. Look at that. fact, the males are probably thinking what we're doing because they have been quite busy. You'll notice when we go in what they've been up to in here. I think they're very protective. There's a little hole there that they can go through. So there's the entrance. They're walking through here. Let's go inside the cave. So we come around the corner, and as you can see, we've got no flash photography, and do not tap the glass because it scares the animals, and the animals have sensitive eyes as well. This is their, their shelter. We don't want to disturb them. And as we go in, oh, look at this one. He is sitting. Is he sitting on his nest? Oh no, he's not. He's sitting on the hay, having a lie down. But over here, you can see they have been rather busy. They've been laying eggs. So I said we had 3 mating pairs. They've all laid eggs. So maybe sometime in the future, we'll have some baby velociraptors running around the enclosure. But actually, I'm sorry to say that this is not actually breeding in the game. This is actually just a snowball that I've squashed into the shape of an egg, and then just put some stones around the edges and then some twigs. But you know what would be really good? If they actually bring breeding into this game, it'll be fantastic. They keep coming in and out of here instead of walking round. They're just coming up this little hole here, this little gap. But yeah, how good would that be if they actually bring breeding into this game? I'm sure that's what they want to do. Are you stuck, my friend? But that would be fantastic to do. Imagine, having breeding in this game, baby dinosaurs, and nest building. That would be a really good. Oh, you want to go back outside now? Make up your mind. But yes, imagine them nest building. You've got to put twigs and stuff in the park for the animals to go and bring them back and build their own little nest, and then they mate and lay their eggs. It would be very good. But they do actually lie on these now. They never used to. But since that new update, they do actually come to the hay and lie down on them, which is nice, rather than you just putting them in and they don't bother coming into the... I think he's going to lie down now, is he? Yes, he is. Look at him. Like a nice little lie down in the cave. Get out of that hot, intense sun outside and chill out in the cave and protect his eggs. Look at that face. Wow. What a beautiful... Oh, he's having a yawn. And he's going to sleep. I love this, how they curl their tail around and put their head underneath the wing. So cute. It just reminds me of a modern day bird that would do that. Put their head underneath the wing. And look at the claws there. Wow. The claws underneath the wing. Wow. Amazing design. Absolutely beautiful. And they can go around here, or they can just go the quickest way out, and then they're back into their enclosure outside. Lovely. And this female's having a problem getting over this rock. The male goes straight round. You okay there? My God. So there is still a little bit of problems with the AI working their way around, I think. But that should be coming soon, along with different behaviours and hunting as well. That'll be very interesting. I can't wait for the hunting. So there we have it. And also, when it's night time, let me just make it nighttime. We've put red lights in here just because the red light is a lot less bright than the white lights. So you can come in here and it won't really disturb the animals. They can sit on the nests here and it's not very bright, so it doesn't keep them awake. And let's give you a little tour of the park when it's dark. You can see here again we've got no flash photography please, and no tapping on the glass, because the raptors are breeding and we don't want to disturb them. Oh wow, look at that, the full moon is out. Beautiful. And we come around the corner here. I love it at night. I love these lights and they glow the vegetation up. Beautiful. So let's give you a little look. Look at that. See the nice red lights glowing up that archway. Wow. And a little look of what it's like at night time. Just changes, doesn't it, at night? Changes the whole environment. And raptors possibly could have been nocturnal creatures. They may have come out at night to hunt their prey. And the landscape just changes completely when it's dark. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. So you can come here for a nice candlelit dinner. Just look out into the raptor's enclosure and hopefully you spot one. Beautiful. So let's bring it back to, where's my, I'm trying to find the key. There we go. Let's bring, oh, press the wrong one. Let's bring it back to daytime, middle of the afternoon. So there you have it guys, there is the Velociraptor enclosure. Let's zoom out a little bit so you get an idea. Look at how big that is for them as well. They're very tiny. There's one of them. All this enclosure to explore. Vegetation and desert sandy patches along this lovely river flowing through their enclosure. Beautiful. So what I'll do is I will finish off with a few cinematic shots of the Velociraptors enjoying their new home, and I would love to show you how this was built, but unfortunately we've lost the footage. So yes, I can't show you the speed build, which I'm absolutely gutted about, but never mind, we have this lovely build still to enjoy. And you know what, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I think it looks really good. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think we'll have to make an enclosure for the Protoceratops next, or very soon, because they'd be living in some kind of environment very similar to this. Wonderful. So yes, let's finish off with a few cinematic shots of the Velociraptor habitat. I hope you enjoyed this tour of their enclosure. Let me know what you think down below, and if you've got any ideas for future builds of any other creatures you'd like to see from Prehistoric Kingdom, let me know in the comments down below. So I think we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video.